Hello, hello. Mic check. Looking good. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is having a good Friday or Saturday, depending on where you are. Is anyone on Saturday yet? Ooh, it is open reviews. So if you have a game you would like me to review, or if you have any questions, I'm here to help you improve your game today. Welcome, welcome, new people joining. I'll need to pin the Congress. It is a sponsored stream. Oh man. I saw that Enkyo was live. I know a lot of people are gonna want to watch her. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I am happy to review your game. YouTube blocks links, so I just need the ID at the end of the URL. So if you can send me the just the game ID, I'm happy to review it. Hello, Arsa-chan. It's really funny. I watch her play, and I'm like, I feel like I could do this. You know, I feel like it's not that big of a difference. But then you play the 9-dans, and you're like, maybe there is a bit of a difference. Now, I have you tabbed, Arsa. Hey, all skill levels are welcome. Happy to help. I just need the ID of the game. The end of the URL. Hello, Mathiri. I added you to the tabs. What anime is that? Is this just artwork? Because I don't recognize the anime. Happy Sugar Life. Killing someone. Oh my gosh. Psychological horror. That is not where I thought that was going. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, romance, cute romance, you know, slice of life, blah, blah, blah. And it said would even kill. Don't miss this psychological horror series. Oh, wow. That is not what I thought it was going to be. That's hilarious. That's funny. Not where I thought that description was going. That sounds interesting. I don't know if I'll have time to watch it, but it sounds really interesting. Okay. Now you said it was 7627151. All right. Are you black or white? that was really funny. Oh man, I was not expecting that description. It started so innocent and everything, just a little romance, you know. Oh man, that picked up really fast. That sounds very interesting. One of them. I just need to know if you're black or white. Wow, what is with this game chat? Can you guys see the game chat? What? I meant the color of the stones, not your race. Did you play the black stones or did you play the white stones? You didn't read the description. Oh man. That's one of those animes that will catch you off guard. Higurashi no Oh, I think is what it was called. Higurashi something other. That's another one that was you can get caught off guard really fast if you don't know what you're expecting. I just need to know if I'm reviewing for the black pieces or the white pieces. Two-stone handicap. Oh dear. So I'm assuming you are the black pieces then. But you are black. Okay. You're black. So firstly, you want to take the open empty corners first. That'll make your life a lot easier. Awesome. Happy you found that helpful. Okay. So after you approach the corner, the next thing you're going to want to think about is a base. So you want to work with the edge that is closest to your piece and make a foundation. So if you play here, you have a foundation for black. But if you play right here, white's already got this, so there's no foundation for this stone right now. Also, because it's 2 lines away, white can actually jump through and cut you, which can create complications. Okay, so you're connecting your pieces. That is very good. 1 space jump and 1 space jump wedge. Very good. This one pushes diagonals, so it's unnecessary. Instead, you want to block because your foundation's going to be right here. And you don't want white to come under and take away your foundation. This one is a common mistake where you're playing on the nose of this white line. You're playing on the nose. This one is not good because it actually lacks liberties. So you can see it only has 1, 2, 3 liberties, and white can just cut through and attack both sides. Instead, if you wanted to stop white from going up to the right side, you would play 1 space away. That way you still have 4 liberties, and white turns, it's not taking away liberties. Right now, though, we still have an open corner, and open corners first. And we still want to block and try to get an extension or something on the bottom for a base. Okay, gets around. Don't touch single stones. Typically, this is just going to make them stronger. Instead, we have a cutting point right here. that can disconnect the A stone from the B stone. So I think just connect that. I'm actually on the wrong scene. I want this one, bigger board. Okay, surrounding, okay. Connecting is good. Blocking is possible, blocking is possible. And now we want to fix our cutting points. We've surrounded white, now fix our cutting points. If we don't, then white might cut us and start a very difficult fight. And that's very dangerous and easy to die. Here, we are not checking our cutting points. So now white can cut through like so. And now white was able to cut through. So this is because you had too many cutting points. So the shape here that you want to remember is this sort of bend around shape where black bent around this white piece. Okay, so this is known as a hane or a bend. So the hane or a bend, when you bend around the white piece, has a cutting point. And it's very important that you know that it has a cutting point. That is different than, say, this one, which is a turn, not a hane. It is a turn, and a turn does not have a cutting point. Okay, that's the big difference. There is a cutting point right here. So when you lose liberties, the lines touching your stones, when you lose your lifelines, you need to connect your cutting point on the hane. This is known as a double hane, where you have played two hanes in a row or two bends in a row. This double hane is very dangerous because it has two cutting points. Each one has a cutting point. So the double hane is a good way to get captured if you're not careful. Okay, connecting your pieces, it's very good. I want to protect the cutting point right here. Not sure if this does anything, but you have a cutting point. Fix that cutting point. And so here, I think that's going to be the big thing, is all of these in this area is going to be the cutting points. Okay, connections are usually better. Cutting them is nice. I do like it when you attack the cutting point. Open corners first, but attacking the cutting point is fine. And now save the cutting stone. Yep, very good. Don't play on the nose of the stones. It's the same thing as on the right. Playing on the nose is going to hurt when they turn right here. Instead, you want to stay in your weak group, so I think just run away into the open center and try to get to your allies. And that'll save these two stones. But if you go right here, I'm going to turn, and now A and B are both damaged from one move. Okay. Okay, and white got the open corner. So we're a little bit behind now. It's not the end of the world, but a little bit behind. Okay. This one is a hane. It's that bend shape again. And hanes have cutting points. I would rather play a stretch or a nobi where you move one forward because I'm still surrounding the white pieces, but my group is connected. The reason for that is because this group is floating in the center of the board. It's very far away from the edge, so it has no foundation. If your group has no foundation, you need to be very cautious with the cutting points. I think you could also try to save this piece right here. That would also be good. This is attacking before defense. You want to play defense first. Connect your pieces and then you can attack. Because if you don't, then I can live through your cutting points. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. White made a mistake and you punished very nicely. Okay, nice. White was not able to protect their cutting points, and you were able to punish and kill this and this. So very nice. Good attacking. This one's unnecessary, but okay. White is already dead, so you actually don't have to keep playing. Instead, I think make an extension, block your base, something like that. Yep, very good. Don't miss Ataris. Don't play on the nose. You would play a capping move or one space away if you wanted to block. But I think you need the foundation first before you build the center. Here. Because you need liberties, because your nose move has bad liberties. This is too deep, I think. This one should die. If you wanted to invade here, I would try the 3-3. But you played right here. This is a reduction. You're saying, I'm going to reduce this area. And your opponent blocked you, which took a liberty, and then you ignored. You need to respond to touching moves usually. So you can go like here, here, here. Here is actually very nice. You want to respond to touching moves because you lose a liberty, and that means you might die if you don't do anything. So responding to touching moves is very useful. If you wanted to invade, though, I think the 3-3 is a good place to start. It's a lot to learn in the 3-3. A lot of variations to learn. This one has a cutting point. Yep. Yeah, white's playing well here, so you just have a lot of cutting points. This one is a tiger's mouth. So this sort of triangle is a tiger's mouth because if white places a piece in here, you capture it. So the tiger will close its mouth and bite your hand off. So the cutting point actually is right here. So right here, white can cut there, but white cannot cut right here because it gets captured. So recognizing the tiger's mouth is a good way to know that you're not cuttable. Yep, fix right here is good. Fixing your cutting point is good, but you are surrounded. These 3 stones should get captured because you don't have any foundation. Ooh, your opponent made a mistake. Second line cutting point. Opponent made a mistake and missed the second line cutting point. I'm not sure what you're doing here. This one doesn't feel like the best spot. Yeah, that's fine. You can send a game. Yeah, the second line cutting point is very large. Probably you want to jump right here to your friends. Oh, thank you for the affiliate anniversary celebrate. I'm assuming I read that correct. I have no idea what language that is, but I think I read that correctly. Maybe knight's move to get ahead. So this is known as an elephant's eye. A diagonal one space jump is known as the elephant's eye. The diagonal one space jump has a very annoying vital point in the center, which white is pushing through. The response to the elephant eye push is a knight's move, because the knight's move only has one cutting point on the side. It is not a 1-point jump because this 1-point jump is a pre-peeped 1-point jump on both sides. So what that means is when white pushes through, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 cutting points. So this is the wrong shape to deal with the elephant. The elephant is a knight's move, not a 1-point jump. Because a knight's move has 1 cutting point, and a pre-peeped 1-point jump has 2. Connect your pieces. Okay, white was able to cut through because we didn't connect right here. Don't play on the nose, play a capping move. Capping moves are much more powerful. Nose are weak. This is very late. Don't invade you can try it, I guess. You can try invasions at the end of the game. There's a lot to learn. But I think before that, I would start fixing my cutting points. You want to go in when you don't have a lot of weakness. Also, I think it's really important to notice the second line cut, because this entire white group would die if these black stones live. This is a pre-peaked 1-point jump, so there's 2 cutting points. Instead, you want a Knight's Move, which only has 1 cutting point. Okay, so you have a pre-peaked 1-point jump, which has 2 cutting points, and then you play the Hane, which has a cutting point, so now you have 3 cutting points on the same string of stones. This is another pre-peaked 1-point jump. Fix your guts. This is another pre-peaked 1-point jump. And now it all starts falling apart like dominoes falling, because you just can't stop it. There's no stopping it, because you have too many cutting points, so it's impossible to stop. Probably extend a little bit more before doing it. Don't miss Ataris, very good. Okay, don't miss second line cut, don't miss Ataris, very good. Looks like you're really good at not missing Ataris, so that's good. Good block. This is okay for eyes, but I don't think it was necessary 100%. This one's not okay because it is not a second line cut, because it is a tiger's mouth. It's that triangle shape again. If they place a stone inside, you close the mouth of the tiger to capture them. So if they place a stone inside, you will capture them. So that is a tiger's mouth. Tiger's mouth is connected. You don't need to fix the cut. Same right here. This is a tiger's mouth. Okay, good. You're fixing your cuts. This is the tiger's mouth again. It is the triangle shape. Okay, so that at least learned that shape from this review. Learning 1 or 2 things from the review is fine. You don't have to remember everything that I say. As long as you learn 1 or 2 shapes from the review, I think it's beneficial. I don't think you're going to remember everything that I say, and that's okay. Cap, don't play on the nose, play a capping move. Connect, very good. Connect, very good. Connect, very good. Doesn't matter too much. Now, I would love to see you get back to over here if possible, but... Okay. Trying stuff is fine. Are we on Chinese rules? We want to be on Chinese rules so we can try stuff. This is Japanese rules. I recommend Chinese rules. That way you can try stuff without too much consequence. Okay, this is fine to try. Oh, you lost the cutting point, unfortunately. Oh, nice. You made life. Good job. Very nice. You're able to take away the corner. This one should die because it's just trapped on the first line, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's fine. Trying stuff is fine. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. I think lots of little shapes. So Moth, you're not too late. I just started like 30 minutes ago. However, there's like several people in front of you. Yeah, hopefully this review was helpful. If you just learned 1 or 2 shapes from it, I'm happy. Just every single game, you want to try to learn 1 or 2 things. So hopefully you will find this educational and you'll be able to apply it in your next game. Summary: open corners first, mega base, surround enemy, fix points, don't play on the nose, defend pieces. Yeah, it's a pretty good summary. Do you have any tips for anyone who wants to go from 13 by 13 to 19 by 19? Yes. First big thing is I have an entire series for it. The Classy Approach series. 9x9, you want to learn second line cuts, don't miss Ataris, and learn how to push and block borders. 13x13, you learn your first invasion, which is the 3-3 point, and you learn about eyes. Dadgum. 5-Don? Street play? So 13x13, you want to learn second line cutting point, third line cutting point, jumping to the center to build a framework, and your beginning invasions. So like the 3-3 point, approach fourth line stone. You want to know a 3 space eye. Thank you for the follow. Run a rational. Run a national. Yeah, invasions, your beginner invasions. Don't learn every invasion, but your beginner invasion. Just 3-3, learn the 3 space eye, bulky 5. So 3 space eye, 4 space eyes, they're dead, most of them. And then 5 space eye. If you know those 3, you know how to push and block borders, you know a third line cutting point, you know 1 point jump to build a framework, then you're pretty much good to go to 19x19. Hello, Kolia. Welcome, welcome. All right, so next up, we're reviewing for Arsa. Review this game.
Review started.
Yeah, I do have the Classy Approach series. In that series, I do 5 9x9s, 5 13x13s, and then a bunch of 19x19s going from 25Q, 30Q to 25Q, all the way up to 5Q. So I basically talk about all my methods in that series. It is pretty long, but there's a lot of information in there for that reason. So I think that is a very nice free playlist. It just depends on how much you're willing to invest time-wise into watching it. But yeah, that was my TLDR answer, and then the Classy Approach series shows you more specifics. Okay, I would probably play the top, simply because it's on the third line right here. It's already settled. Already settled the right side, and the top is an open side. But it is very attacky, I guess. No, respond to the touch. You get touched, respond. Touch Nobi. Touch Nobi. Yeah, just touch Nobi. You have a lot of cutting points. Okay, good. Start fixing. Start fixing. Very good. And fix. Perfect. You did lose the corner. Got outplayed a little bit, but it's okay. Hey, you didn't die. That's what's important. Okay. Approach is fine. I would respond to your approaches until single digit Q. I would not try to fight with multiple groups at the same time. That is a good way to die. Basically, when you start getting into situations where you don't really have the skill to handle it yet, I call this gambling. You are saying, I'm going to read better than the opponent. It is very aggressive, and it's very reading heavy, but if you're the type of player that likes that aggressiveness and you're just going to try to outread your opponent, you can do it, but it's not basic, and it's not Classy Approach. It's not what I would recommend. Do not touch single stones. If they invade your framework, you want to surround them. Okay, this is a very important concept. Surround them. Arsa, have you seen my have you heard my explanation on why we extend from the corner enclosure, the 5 spaces or 4 spaces, and we don't just make points? Like, this is bad, but this is good. Have you seen my explanation of that? Or heard my explanation of that? Do you know what the goal of Go is? Do you know how to win? Okay, so firstly, if you play like this, this tells me, not you specifically, but this is what I've seen. This tells me you think Go is a territory game, and it is not. Go is not about territory. Go is about exchange rates, okay? This is a very important concept. It's not about how much money you make, it's about how much profit you make. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have a credit card with $1,000 on it. If you spend that, you have to pay that back with interest. Okay, so it's not real. Territory is not real. exchange rates are real, profit is real, okay? So if I play a 2-space right here and they play a 2-space, it cancels out. You've made no profit, right? So you're not going to gain a lead. It's fine to do this for a base when you need foundation to settle because you're preventing an attack. But when you're building a position, you want to extend 4 or 5 spaces. You want it to be big enough that they have to invade you. You are inviting them in. The reason for that is because attacking is how you make profit. You are going to make a positive exchange rate by attacking them. You will make something and they will make nothing, right? Which is better than you making 10 points and they make 10 points because the exchange rate is equal. I would rather make 2 or 3 points and they'll make 0 points because that's profit 2 or 3 points rather than them just immediately canceling it out. Okay, so when you are playing an extension, you are inviting them in so you can attack them. That is what you're after. So when they come in, you invite them in. The way you attack them is by surrounding them. You do not want to play underneath them. You want to play above them. So a shoulder hit would work. A capping move would work. You don't have a base on these two, which is unfortunate. So I would want to play a little bit maybe stronger here. But you want to be trying to get up and around this white piece from your weak group. Okay, so that's what you want to do, is you want to get up and around, and you want to surround this white piece. That is how you will make profit and powerful attacks. If you simply try to make territory and they run away, then you're only making a few points, and it's not a lot of profit because they're just going to run. And this isn't stealing a base because they couldn't make a base in the first place. All right, so you want to surround weak groups. That is how you attack. You surround weak groups. Don't play 2 space jumps. Play 1 space jumps until single digit Q. Don't play 2 space jumps. That's how you get cut and die. 2 space jumps have cutting points. They are imaginary. It's an imaginary illusion that they're connected. It's not connected. Okay. There's a ton of shape issues. J4 isn't forcing. J4. J4 is forcing. But this is a 13Q. We don't know forcing moves to fix cutting points yet. We do not know this yet. I would rather see a 1 space jump here. Emirates, you're strong enough to handle that because you're practically 9Q, so I think you can handle that. But at 13Q, I wouldn't try to know this, because if you can do this, then you already know that there's a cutting point. But if you're doing that without that move, then you don't know that there's a cutting point, which is the important key here. You need to know that there's a cutting point. You need to have a plan for the cutting point. Then you can do it. But if you don't have a plan for the cutting point, you didn't know there was a cutting point, then just play 1 space jump. It's safer, easier. It'll get you to single digit Q. If you want to get to single digit Q, play basic shapes. This one is a bad relationship. This A is bad relationship with B, because if I cut right here, your 2 stones are damaged. So you don't have the liberties on this stone right here to start peeping and stuff. Also, peeps are typically bad because you're telling your opponent to fix their weakness. Okay, so Sente moves are typically bad because you're forcing them to fix the Aji or potential weakness that they have. You use Aji or potential weakness or the forcing Sente moves to support the goal of the turn. The goal of the turn right now is to surround white. This is the goal of the turn. This Sente move is not helping you surround. Therefore, it is Aji Keshi, which means you are fixing your opponent's shape for them, and you're not getting anything for it. Aji is meant to be used to support the goal of the turn. Right now, I think just learn the goal of the turn. You don't need to worry about peeps and Aji and stuff right now. Right now, you need to learn that surrounding is the goal of the turn. Then you can worry about how to do it better later. But right now, I don't like the relationship between the stones. I think there's a lot of cutting points everywhere. I think everything's getting cut apart, which is how things die. Don't worry about that. You follow up your move. If they're not going to respond to you, you punish them. Otherwise, your move wasn't even Sente. Because I expected them to do this. That's what I expected them. This would punish you, but I expected them to fix, and then you fix. But if they're not even going to fix, then you can just punish them. So don't follow them around the board. Notice how A, B, C, and D, none of them are connected to each other. So this is a very kind of all over the place fight. It's we've taken a bunch of stones and we're and then toss them on the table and see where they end up. That's like, it feels like a lot more random than consistent. I want to see consistent play. Consistency between the shapes. Yeah, you are connecting, that's good. Technically, this is cuttable. You could have cut right there. This is second line cutting points. Yeah, there's getting a lot of stuff all at once. You could have cut right here. Okay. Probably just fix. But then you have an annoying problem right here that you have to fix. Okay, staying connected is good. Okay, surrounding. There we go. Now we're surrounding stuff. That's what we want to be doing. Here's exactly what I was worried about. This 2-space jump. Let's see how this goes. Oh, ignoring it. That's great. You gotta respond. You're about to die. Don't ignore it. Also, this is Ajikeshi, which means you're forcing your opponent to fix their cutting point instead of pushing and cutting. You you could cut them, but you forced them to fix it. Capping is good locally, but you're ignoring weakness to do it. And Classy Approach says defense first. Defense first. First rule of Classy Approach, don't die. Okay, first rule of Classy Approach is don't die. Second rule of Classy Approach, don't die. I said don't die. You just wanted to ignore. Yeah, first and second rule of Classy Approach, don't die. If you can't play a game without dying, then you don't need to worry about winning. You need to worry about how to not die. This is an extension from a stone that is not alive. That is not something you want them to invade. Because now you have 2 weak groups. Instead of an attack, you're going to get attacked. You want strength first. So let's throw some stones down. Let's say you're strong. Now we play an extension. Because you have this foundation. You have the foundation now. So now when they invade, you can attack them reliably with a solid group. But without the foundation, if they invade, you do not have a solid group to attack them. You have 2 groups without a base. That's very dangerous. I'm very sad that these died. They died too easily. Avoid 2-space long moves, except for like making a base on the side. In the center, avoid these 2-space moves. They're going to cause you a lot of headaches. I want like here. I just want to settle my position. I just want to not be dead. If I'm not dead, I can do whatever I want. But here, you still have invasions. You have cutting points right here. So many chances for things to go wrong. Okay, they've gone next to all your black stones. So surround them. Here, here, or here. Yeah, 2-space jumps get cuttable. Okay, staying connected is good. The answer is here. And just trap them like that. But this is too much to read. That's the problem. The answer, though, is to punish this 2-space jump. The very thing I'm telling you not to do, that's what they did. Maybe it makes more sense if I play this this Atari first. Maybe this makes more sense why they have to go here, because it gets cut. And then there's just nowhere for it to go. This is why this 2-space stuff is dangerous. It is cuttable. It's not safe. This moves are all over the place. No, punish your opponent when they ignore you. Punish at least one move. This is a nice move, though. I really like that you defended, though. I like that you finally made a base over here. I do like bases. Bases are great. Touch Nobi. Yep. Yep. Connect your stuff. Stay connected. That's the weakness of the 2 space. Yep. It's a cross cut. They should have gotten here and cut you off. Here. It's a little bit difficult to read, but that's the answer. Here is, that way it's not an empty triangle. It's a second line cut that you can read. The empty triangle is a third line cut that is difficult. Huh? No! Don't lose cutting stones! Don't lose cutting stones! Save your cutting stones! Oh dear. Okay, this is alive. We're done. And now go punish. Punish. Punish something. Your opponent ignores with no consequence. That's one big thing in this game. There we go. Surround the groups. Block. It's okay. It's okay. If they cut right here, you just surround. Okay, I will add you to the queue. Cut. Very nice. Oh, we don't have the shape for this one, do we? Oh, you do? Awesome! Good reading. I was like, we don't have the shape here at this level. But you did have the shape. You knew exactly what to do when you punished. Good go problems. Good go problems. No, it's helpful, but you don't have to. It helps me, but it makes my life easier, but you don't have to. Why invade the 3-3 and then immediately not follow it up? I would expect a follow-up. Otherwise, just don't do it. I don't know what this move does. Yeah, I don't know what this move does. Okay. That doesn't do anything, but okay. You can play 2... Never mind. I don't care. It's not worth 2... The habit is not worth 2 points. The habit is not worth 2 points. You can play 2 space because it's on the second line. It's not cuttable. But I would rather you play 1 space jumps everywhere than to play a 2 space jump at the center and on the edge. It's not... That bad habit is not worth 2 points. Touch Nobi. Touch a single stone. Technically it's Coda Live. The 3-3. But your opponent is not going to know how to deal with this. 5 Qs can't deal with this, okay? Just expand the ice space, make a Tiger's Mouth, and I guarantee you they will struggle. Now, it's going to be difficult for you too because you don't know it perfectly, but if you just make the Tiger's Mouth, expand and Tiger's Mouth, you're going to have a lot more opportunities for life than you won't. Yeah, some like Lodons can't deal with this, but technically you're supposed to learn this. 4Q to 1Q is when you're supposed to learn this shape. So if you make this Tiger's Mouth, it's going to be a very difficult life and death problem for him. Who here knows how to make the Ko? Someone say the Ko move. Nope. Does anyone know the Ko? Maybe I'll ask a different question. Who knows how to kill black? Anyone know how to kill black? Ah, B18. Not quite. It's similar to this. It's got the same vital point. Not quite there. Hello, Soma. The answer is here. And then you descend because there's a throw-in, and this is a self-Atari. So they have to take, and you make it a false eye. Okay, this is known as the J group. It is a 4Q life and death problem. A 4Q to 1Q life and death problem. Oh, Somia, I'm sorry. Okay. Somia. I didn't have my wife here to correct me. If you guys want to learn more about that shape, if you're subscribed on Samego Dragon, I put this in the campaign. This is in the campaign, I want to say level 4. Yeah. At level 4, I introduced the J group. This is the introductory shapes that lead to the 3/3 life and death problems. So it's I call it the J group, but technically it has things similar to the J group, not just the J group. But basically it is the 3/3 life and death problem. It is the 3/3 life and death problems. Okay, that's what this is. And this introduces, right here at the J group, it introduces the J group. This is in the campaign for those who are subscribed on Samego Dragon. The Ko shape is right here. Okay, you make the eye. And then the way you make the Ko is by throwing in over and over. That is the answer. This is all very difficult, and this is all completely above 13Q, which means if you just try to expand your eye space, I guarantee you your opponent doesn't know what to do. Just expand your eye space and make a tiger's mouth, and your opponent doesn't know what to do. So you have a good chance to live. It's pretty worth it. It's pretty nice to try. There's lots of life and death problems to learn in there. Okay, is the rest just endgame? Oh dear. This is the vital point. This one I throw in. This is not this level, so I'm not surprised why I didn't see it. This is definitely like single digit Q, maybe even 5Q. But this leads to a double Atari life because this is suicide. So you have to play here. That is the vital point. I think 12Q to 15. Yeah, 101 Wei Chi Yu plus 5 ranks to the problem. If it sells 12Q, it's 7Q. You have to plus 5 ranks to it. Oh, nice. Nice clip. The easier Go problem would be to simply block, because if you recognize this is only a box 4, then you would know it's one eye. No matter what they do, it's going to be one eye. If you can recognize that. Basically, stop them expanding eye space before playing the vital point. Yeah, good life and death. Your life and death is better than theirs. And it doesn't quite do anything. Yeah, you do lose endgame trying it that way. Start from here. Oh, so I would like to know something. I saw this YouTube short. This YouTube short was about how this restaurant went from the 50th best restaurant in the world to the first best restaurant in the world to the first place. And what he did was he took his staff to the #1 restaurant in the world, and they were talking about what they liked about it. Like, they liked this feature, that feature, this quality, this quality. They talked about everything that they were doing right. And he said, instead of focusing on everything they're doing right and trying to do exactly what they did, because that'll just make you a copy of them, so you'll never pass them, you want to focus on what they are doing wrong. So, in your guys' opinion, what is 101 Weiqi doing wrong? Yeah, hopefully you found it helpful. Sorry to just immediately jump off topic. But yeah, I think the rest is just endgame. So yeah, 2 space I think is important. Keep doing Go problems, they're clearly important, and then maybe learn more about the 3-3 invasion. Yeah, hopefully you found it helpful. What is bad about 101 Weiqi? Missing branches for wrong moves. Oh my gosh, preaching to the choir. You know how hard it is to keep up with every single Go problem having branches? And they have like 100,000 Go problems. I only have a little under 10,000. No, maybe I have 12,000, I forget. I have like anywhere from like 8 to 12,000 Go problems. And we have to keep up with those. And then they have 100,000. So you can imagine the amount of effort. Okay. We do try to keep up with it. I have reporting and stuff. Too big and not very interactive. What do you mean by interactive? Not bad, just kind of hard to use. Interesting. Is Sumego Dragon like that as well? Do you think Sumego Dragon's also not interactive? Like, it doesn't have like a clear guided path? Too many life and death. That's interesting. I have thought about how I need like an onboarding experience, like a new user experience to introduce things slowly one at a time. I know my logged out view. Easier interface. Well, that's nice. I have worked very, very hard to make it as easy as possible. Don't like that it changes colors. It changes colors? What? What? Very little on the first page. Interesting. Let me switch to this so you can see. So Kirasana gave the feedback. Oh, sometimes you play white and black. I hate that websites do that. I hate that websites do that. It needs to always be black to play. Kirasana gave the feedback that the dragons are not obvious enough on the homepage. But the thing is, I am so strict about this page and what's on it. Like, to the point, I'm almost considering getting rid of the friends list, and I've considered getting rid of the quest, but I'm like, I'm trying to give like homework assignments to get people to do problems. But like, these two might not even be necessary. So I'm still not satisfied. I think it looks a lot better than it did. I think looks-wise, it looks good. User experience-wise, I'm still not 100% on its design. I did make a giant improvement, though, to the logged out view, because this is the logged out view. Simple, easy, straight to the point. How to play Go, or just go to ranked puzzles. All right, that's the logged out view. I think it's very easy, straight to the point. I always get this mixed up. The thing is, I look at this every single day. I see, every time I open it to go to the day challenge, I see how my friends are doing. Like, for example, oh, Aspen's not showing up. There's always one friend that it doesn't like. I don't know why. But like, I'm seeing that my friend Fia is doing this many puzzles. So, I don't know. I like this, but it might not be necessary. Ooh, Fisher time on a puzzle. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Fisher time on a puzzle. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the last week there was feedback about pausing. So there is this auto next toggle now. I'm not even reading it. I'm going to lose my rank because I didn't read it. Dang it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did add the auto next feature, so that should be helpful. I also have it to where when it times out, it puts a wall up, so that should prevent double answering. What that means is when you clicked right at 0, it would count it as correct and wrong, or wrong and wrong. Focus on non-life and death problems. Ah, but I do. That's what this is. That's what this entire section is. It's what the SPEC was on 101 Weiqi that they got rid of. It was my favorite feature. What I took from them, like learned from them and made it on my site, and then they got rid of it. Yeah, that's what this entire section is categorized Go problems. They have it, but it's kind of buried. I think it's workbook, or is it? No, it's specialized training, I think. Specialized training. So here's the category, but now you have... I don't know, this doesn't make too much sense in English. Endgame is nice. And then Sente shape, Sente profit, something of technique. I don't know, it's not like as intuitive as the SPEC was. Ah, paywalled. Don't you gotta love it. Gotta love it. Maybe it's this. Capture action, squeeze, crosscut. But this doesn't have as many though. Point of knowledge. They used to have a lot more than this. Yeah, that's what leads to this one. Which is redundant. Why have a button right here that does the exact thing right here? I don't know. I feel like that's wasted real estate. They go to the exact same page. Training, and then more goes to training. I don't know. I'm just saying, as someone who's been like being super strict about my UI, I feel like that's wasted real estate. But yeah, I think the thing is, we had a spreadsheet. Was it this one? Yeah, we had a spreadsheet that had like 80 categories, and we had them all translated. 80 freaking categories. So I'm slacking on Smoke-A-Dragon. Good grief, I only have like this many. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 35. I only have 35. There's like freaking 80 something. Oh, I'm slacking. I could do better. I could do better. Eat a child. Yeah, eat a child. That's on here, right? Eater, catch direction, run away. Oh no, these were the it was the Google Translate that said eat a child. Yeah, but they had all of this categorized and everything. But maybe they thought it was too many. Maybe they thought it was just too many. The Fisher time for ranked is an interesting idea. I might implement that because some problems are annoying to play out. I may very well implement that. Let me put on my Trello board so I don't forget. I have so much work to do for the mobile app. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do this, but I think I need to. I think there's just too many. I think there's too many benefits to having it in the App Store. I've been really on the fence about it, but I really think there's just going to be too many benefits to having it in the App Store. But it's going to be an insane amount of work. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be a lot of work. And then debugging it is going to be a nightmare. No, that's not even. Let me add this before I forget. Add time on move played on ranked mode. So we have the PWA app, which is what it has now, right? I'm considering that amused, but I think there's still a lot of features, and I have to be careful because if I take away the features that people like, that maybe that's their favorite, then that means I'm losing the value of the premium subscription. There's also the fact that Apple takes a 30% cut. I don't want them to take 30% of my money on top of me paying them money. Kamival, what is your level? But yeah, basically I have the desktop view. I have the mobile view, which is just desktop. When the desktop view goes below a certain width, it switches scenes basically. And then I have the mobile app, which is going to be a whole new thing. It's not going to be a website view at all. It's going to be a mobile wrapper, which means all the data will be in the app. So stuff will load faster because you will already have it downloaded. And it'll be in the App Store. But I cannot put as far as I know, I don't think I could put a web view and an app in the App Store without certain restrictions. I don't know all of it though. I'm not 100% on that. But it would be better to use the mobile features anyway to make it more smooth, better user experience to use the mobile features to make a whole mobile app. But it's going to be an insane amount of work. Am I using Flutter? No, I am not. The problem is there's so many softwares I already have to learn. Looking towards the app? What do you mean towards the app? 22Q, lost 1 out of my last 15 games and generally winning with easy, so I'd say about 20Q plus. Okay, what were you on about life and death? Okay, so probably you're too strong for what I was going to suggest. I was going to say you could do the campaign at level 0 because level 0 is free. You could do campaign and ranked for free, but I think it sounds like you're going to be level 1 or level 2. So that is premium, unfortunately. Maybe level 0. Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, go through the campaign. I got everything you need. If there's something that's not in the campaign, tell me and I will add it to the campaign. Like, let me know. I have gone through and handpicked all of the puzzles in the campaign. I've handpicked and like organized for you guys. The campaign is like one of my main features on here. That, and I've categorized almost 10,000 puzzles. I've had help. I will admit that I've had help with that. I'm not the only one categorizing them, thankfully. But we do have them categorized. Every single puzzle has a category. And then the campaign, I'm the only one that touches the campaign. I handpicked those because I wanted it done in a certain way. And I teach a certain way, and I didn't want to have to fight people's opinions. So people help me categorize them, but the campaign is my baby. That is my children of choices. My children go problems. I built them from the ground up. Okay, let's get back to game reviews. Mytheory, are you still here?
Review started.
All right. Yeah, categorizing is a lot of work. Oh, you didn't make the mistake that I did and put everything under one category, did you? Because there is a mistake that, in hindsight, I would have completely done different. If I had to remake it, I would have completely done this differently. I added Go problems to categories instead of categories to Go problems. What that means is I think my Go problem could exist in multiple categories. Like throw in and a squeeze, Go problems will fit in both of those. But I limited it because I did it the other way around to where a Go problem can only be in one category, which hindsight I really regret doing, but I'm not going to put in a lot of effort to recategorize everything to fix it, because it's not important enough. But it is one thing that I regret is adding only one category per problem. Think of it as tags. You want to tag them with multiple tags, not just one tag. I'm not a fan of the opening. Is it still here? Okay, so here's my thinking. Here's my thinking. Under normal circumstances, we would block this side and develop the bottom, right? You block the right side, which is possible, but usually you will get this number 4 for it, so you can push in, right? And then you can change directions when you need to. So my thinking is, if you block this direction, there should be a follow-up, and I just don't know what it is. But you did ignore and play a big move. Also, I'm not sure how I feel about a 3-3 and a 4-4 on the same side of the board. You import 500 vids at once? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. In-song opening. Okay, well, look at the in-song videos, for sure. Make sure you watch those videos. Classy approach would say to make an extension here because you need a base. You've lost access to the cutting points, so now you need a foundation. That would be classy approach. I would low, but whatever. This is all fine if you know all the Josekis. I don't know if you know all of the Josekis, but if you do, you can do it. Wow, this is complicated. 600 videos, there you go. This is complicated. All right, I'm just gonna see if you die. If you die, you made a mistake. What? 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 I was expecting like this. I don't know. I was expecting something like this. I was expecting something like this, and I wasn't sure how this would play out. I didn't know how it was going to play out. But you can't just die. That's not the answer. You literally can't just straight up die. Black's the one who started this whole thing. Black went here instead of here. Black started the complications. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is good for white. 17 points. Oh my gosh. 17 points. Okay. Okay, I can dig this one. I can dig it. I can dig it. Probably you're strong enough to go 4 at least. I mean, your rank is probably you should be able to handle a 4 or 5. I understand you're like, I'm winning by 20 points. Let's just play safe. But you did leave this extension for black. So I think probably you're going to have to trust in your reading a little bit. Sure. No. Just do that. Don't give him the tiger's mouth. Don't give him the tiger's mouth. It's not worth it. That tiger's mouth is too strong. In my opinion. Maybe even just go here. Well, what do I know? Seriously? Seriously, it's okay? Ah, screw the AI, man. What do I know? 18.6. Wow, no. What about this one? Seriously, it's that big of a difference? I mean, clearly you're right. Well, I know S16 is super solid. I've played this pattern for like almost 20 years. I know it's super solid, but this tiger's mouth is supposed to be really good for black. But I guess it's fine on this board. Okay. Hello, Star. Welcome. Okay, obviously this is the wrong move. Okay, so you should just win, right? You're clearly outplaying black. Gotcha. Yeah, okay, fine. It's fine. Sure, whatever. I don't care. Gotta love the Tanigi. Gotta love the Atari Tanigi. Okay, so how can you lose? You can die, I guess. Yeah, I was between this one and like this one. I was like, does it matter? I don't think it matters. Yeah, okay. 4 points difference, whatever. Yeah, I didn't think you were wrong. I was just considering. I thought you were fine, though. It was just up for consideration. What is the easy way to play and what is the correct way to play? That's the question. I want to say this is the correct way to play and this is the easy way to play. Yeah, I want to say this is easier, but probably we're 4Q, we can't do that. 750 OGS and 650, maybe some silly mistakes. Got slightly better. Hey, one step at a time. One step at a time. That's all it takes. One step a day keeps the bad habits away. I don't know. But you're not going to get it overnight, so I think just getting a little bit better every single day is perfect. Sweet. Sweet. If you're in the States, check out, I think there's a college scholarship, potentially, you could apply for. I think it's $1,000 scholarship with the AGF. I honestly don't know what the best move is. Maybe just connect. This doesn't feel right, but I don't see how to punish it. I think it doesn't matter. I think as long as you don't die, you're fine. Like, we're not working on 7 on 8 on, right? This looks like you're going to die. Oh my gosh, it does work. Holy crap. This is good reading. Oh, I'm sorry. Good read. You read that pretty far. If you try to cut through right here, this is not a ladder. And there's not enough liberties. Yeah, and everything else just dies. Yeah, it's pretty nice catch. Okay, so you just win, because that was the only way you could have lost. I want to say technically this is better shape. Slide is usually better than this one because of the Aji. So I want to say this one's usually better. But why connect at all? Who needs connections? Nah, I think you can Hane. You can Hane. You're strong enough here to Hane. Yeah. You're strong enough here to Hane. I would love to cut things. I want to cut things. Cutting things is great. Whatever. Yeah, I want to say they just go here. Feels like a big difference to me. But this should be easier, right? No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Double Honey here is nice. Okay, there's a clear level gap between you two. So either you're underranked or they're overranked. I don't know which. There's like a 2-stone difference between you two, at least. I said at least. How many games are you playing? You're not playing enough games a month. How do I zoom in on this stupid chart? It looks like you played 8 games this month. Played 50 last month, which is good. No. What? April, May, June, April. 50 games in April. Where's May? I don't know. Either way, I think you could probably stand to play more games. I don't know. It feels like you shouldn't be 4Q, or they should not be 4Q. I don't know. This one game looks like you're much stronger. Just bamboo. This is a little bit silly. Okay, how could you lose? I don't think you can lose this. I would say rank up. I think you just need to play stronger opponents. This feels wasted. Are you worried? Are you worried about this? You can literally just do that. I'm not sure what you're worried about, but it feels like a wasted move. This is a mistake if it don't die. It looks like it dies. Okay, I think it dies. No, you have to go here. This is a mistake if it doesn't die. You should have gone here and then there. That's a lot of difference in points. If you go here, it has to die. It's almost a 10-point difference. Uh-oh. Okay, you're fine. Uh-oh. That's a close call there. A little bit intimidating. Little bit intimidating. This should be better. That's a good monkey jump. That sucks. Is it a good monkey jump? Maybe this is better. No, because you want 3 in a row. So that way this is Sente. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. This is a bad move to play right now. It's a co-threat. It's a co-threat for you and not a co-threat for them. So save it until the end. See you, Somya. Have a good night. Or morning, whatever it is. Yeah, save that co-threat for the end. This one is a 2-point double gote. This one is reverse Sente, 2 points. So this one's bigger than that one. You could treat A1 as a 1/4 of a point loss because you lost a co-threat and a co is potentially 1/2 point. So you could say a co-threat for easy calculation is a 1/4 point. But probably it's more like 0.1 something. Or something stupid. Yeah, because there's a co. That could have been, should have been a co, and then you would have had a co-threat. You haven't lost by 1/2 point co. You don't understand how painful this is. You have to lose by a 1/2 point after a 1-point co. To understand how annoying it is to not have co-threats. You don't understand our pain. Anyway, play stronger opponents. That's my advice. You need to, if you're winning by this much, if you're able to beat them this easily, then rank up. Because you need to play stronger players than you usually. You need to lose more than you win if you want to improve. Okay. Thomas versus VA2M. Who submitted this one? Are they still here?
Review started.
You are white. All right. Before we jump into that, probably underranked. Before we jump into that, we do want to give a shout out to our lovely sponsor, the Go Congress. If you are in the United States or in Europe, it is the biggest event of the year. It is held in Austin, Texas. It's about 500 plus people will attend, maybe 600 plus, depending on how many people we get. All Go players, hundreds of Go players, all in one location. They are the sponsor of today's stream, so let's go ahead and give them a shout out.
Is the US Go Congress, the largest and most comprehensive Go event in North America. Every year, nearly 500 amateur players of all skill levels gather to compete in the thrilling US Open tournament. At the same time, the prestigious Masters tournament hosts dozens of professionals and top amateur players from around the globe. There's something for players of all levels. 9x9 and 13x13 small board challenges, blitz and rapid games, seniors and women's tournaments, even the madness of Crazy Go. Prizes and recognition await the winners at the closing awards dinner. But the true highlight is the welcoming and vibrant community. Reconnect with old Go friends and make new ones from across the world. Attend inspiring lectures by seasoned professionals, teachers, and streamers. Test your skills against your favorite pros in simultaneous exhibition games. Each year, the Congress takes place in a different U.S. city. This year, the 41st annual event is heading to Austin, Texas, one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S., celebrated for its unique food scene and legendary live music. In your free time, explore the surrounding area's many attractions for some unforgettable sightseeing memories. It's all happening July 12th through the 20th here in Texas. Get ready. This one is going to be big.
yeah, that is Go Congress. We will be attending. We are planning to live stream pretty much the whole week. Yeah, it has all kinds of mini games like Crazy Go and other stuff. If you can go, I think it's great. Why next year instead of this year? Where is it? I don't know where it's going to be next year, but it goes from like across the country, back and forth from west to east. Yeah, I think this will be quite a good one, hopefully. Yeah. Real life is hard. Having a life outside of Go is difficult. But someone, and if you guys watched the interview that we did last week or in the last 7 days, there's a bat viewing that happens in Austin, Texas, or somewhere close. So every night you can go out and you can see a bunch of bats fly out for the night. It's apparently really cool. So if you're going to Congress, you should check that out. Yeah, hopefully I will see some of you there. I know we're already talking about the Airbnb, and talking about carpooling as well. So we're pretty much good to go. Oh, and final shout out to my lessons. Lessons do come with Sumego Dragon, but I'm also offering a Congress deal. Just message me or whatever. The idea is we do all 6 of these lessons. So for $200, we get 6 lessons, and we do all 6 before Congress. The idea is to prepare you for Congress. So I think if you're interested in getting lessons before Congress, this is the one I would recommend. This one or the 2-month pack, whatever you can afford. And then we're going to try to fit all of those in before Congress. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. It's how I am paying for Congress, is my lessons and Sumego Dragon. And the sponsorships, of course. Okay. In this game, I felt like I could have won by so much more, but my opponent kept making life without me even noticing. Okay, let's figure out why. Did I do that whole video on the wrong scene? Dadgummit. Hopefully it still, like, was watchable. Okay. First thing, I would approach the bottom, because you want to approach with support if you can. I mean, why not? Versus the one where you don't have support. But not a huge deal. It was fine. This, you're white. Never mind. I remember. Okay, whatever. Connect your cutting points. A little slow. You're not cuttable. Yeah, as long as you're not cuttable, you are good to go. I don't know why you would play here instead of here or approach, but okay. Right side. It's the last open side. Last opening. Yeah, I remembered. It didn't take me even 10 moves this time. I got it within 5 moves this time. Okay, I see cutting points. Yeah, I think not getting to the right side first was a little suboptimal, but otherwise okay. Striking the cutting points, very good. You can go this way and push them down against the edge. It's complicated, but more aggressive. 1 space jump, not a knight's move. Knight's moves have cutting points, and your 3 stones are not very strong. So getting cut right here is very dangerous. So we want a 1-point jump, which is connected. Or better connected. Capture the cutting stone! What if your opponent cuts your 3 stones off? Yeah, I gotta capture the cutting stone if you can. There's a way out of this, but it's not 23Q. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is you got cut. Just don't play a knight's move and you don't get cut. And then also don't miss that you could have captured the cutting stone. Those 2 are key. Yep, capture cutting stones are good. And now go live over here. Nope, ignore that. You're alive. Live over here. Time to live over here. Don't die. First step of Plassey approach. Do not die. You're gonna die on the right. Attacking cutting points is good, but you need to be strong before you attack the cutting points. Oh, connections are good. Whoa, what are you attacking this one for? You're in the middle of a fight right here. You are not alive yet. So I'm going to say the first thing is you are leaving groups that are not alive yet. That's going to be the first thing you're doing. I like how you're attacking the cutting points, though. I mean, that's really good. But you're attacking with weakness instead of with strength. Yeah, I want to see being on the weak group more. Fixing cutting points good. Connect. Connect your friends before you get cut and die. Bamboo joints are better connections than empty triangles. That's a lot of 1-space jumps. That's a lot of 1-space jumps. But okay. Well, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's a pre-peep 1-point jump. That's not okay. Yeah, don't play pre-peep 1-point jumps. They just push and cut you. Connect. Connect is great. Connect is your friend. This one damages E4. This move right here. Yeah, you push black to damage E4. Connections are great. Connections are great? I don't know. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It depends on the person. My motivation was Hikaru no Go. I watched Hikaru no Go, and that's how I got into Go. Okay, okay. It's a nice vital point. And it looks like white has black completely surrounded. Now you have to watch all your cutting points. Here. The cutting points is how they're going to come to life. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Yep. Noticing the cutting points. That was the key here. No, you can't do that. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You can't play on the first line like that. You gotta block and let them live. It's good effort, good attack. But yeah, you have to watch the cutting points when you kill things. When something's dead, the only way it comes back to life is usually cutting points or missing a Liberty. Missing an Atari or something. Ah, Hikaru no Go. Hikaru no Go is an anime that you can watch on Hulu, I guess. Hikaru no Go is a Japanese anime Ugh. It's about a kid who gets possessed by a ghost that is a Go master, and he learns Go from the ghost and gets a bunch of rivals and goes from beginner all the way to pro in 2 years. Because easy, right? It's that easy. Just 2 years of Go to become pro. Not a minimum 5 to 10, right? No, just 2 years to become pro. Either way, he goes from beginner to pro, and it's a story of his journey from learning Go to becoming a strong Go player. With his ghost teacher. It's a good show. Good show. Yeah, cutting points is the key. Fix your second line cutting points. No, don't miss Ataris! You tunnel visioned on the kill and you started missing all your weaknesses. That's what happened. You tunnel visioned on killing Black, and then you started losing track of your own weaknesses. Oh, yeah. That unfortunately hurts. Yeah, I think it's a great show. I'm actually rewatching it again with my wife right now. She's watching it for the first time. We've been watching it pretty much every night. Watching a couple episodes a night. Good anime. Connect. Still haven't watched it. It's really good. Yeah, I couldn't get into the Chinese live action, but I hear if it's your cup of tea, it's really good. If it's not your cup of tea, then... Okay, now your center got cut off. So yeah, I think still more practice, still more games. Noticing that your groups are connected or not connected. Very important. But it looks like you killed them, and then you couldn't keep track of your own weaknesses when they died, and everything blew up. That is what happened. So you have to learn how to keep track of your own weaknesses when you go to kill things. Because your weaknesses activate. Could have cut that. Weaknesses activate with dead groups. I have told you to watch that so many times. I don't want to hear it. Do I play 9x9? Not really. Here you could have cut Black. I think 9x9 is good until you get to like 25Q. From 30Q to 25Q, I think it's good. And connected is good. Nobi. Okay. You actually could have killed Black right here because of the cuts. But it's not a huge deal. I would rather you not be dead. That's more important. So even if Black lives, it's better for you to not be dead. Yeah. You're not dead. Okay, good. This is a pre-peep 1-point jump, so hopefully you read the second line cut. I would rather you not die. Like, I would rather them live and you be alive everywhere than for you to go for the kill and then everything blows up. I care more about things not blowing up. This has a cutting point, and you just played a Knight's move, which also has a cutting point. So now I have 2 cutting points. I want to say that's the big key here, is when you go for the kill, you got to watch your weaknesses really closely, because weaknesses activate when you go for the kill. Pre-peep 1-point jump. And then the rest is just keep practicing, because you're not going to get it in one try. All of this is because you tried to kill, you couldn't keep them dead. all of this stuff is going on because he couldn't keep them dead.
Echo underscore 427
Hey,
just
thank you for the follow.
followed.
9x9 is great for playing casually because it is a lot faster. I think as far as a game goes, not competitive, but like a board game, like if you get a board game at the local store or something, 9x9 is a much more fun game. It's faster, it's still complex, there's still a skill difference. Also, there's not as much of a skill difference between ranks, so you can still have competitive games with people that are potentially 5 ranks weaker than you on the 19x19. You can still have an even competitive game with them. So the only reason why I don't play 9x9, because all of the things that I've learned and studied was for competition on the 19x19. So I just put so much effort into 19x19 that I just don't care about putting any effort into 9x9. I'm too invested in 19x19. GoQuest is great if you play 9x9 though. GoQuest is a great app. Hey, trying this is fine. Doesn't work, but trying it was fine. Yeah, I think that's going to be the big thing that you should take away from this is watch your cutting points when you go for the kill, because they're going to try to live through those cutting points. And as long as you master that, then you should have it down. Yes, very different in complexity. Think of 19x19 as you're playing 4 9x9s at the same time. And if one 9x9 where you die, it might affect a different 9x9, right? So you're playing 4 different 9x9s at the exact same time, and they might affect each other. On minor scales, they affect each other. That's what 19x19 is. Just 4 9x9s at the same time.
Review started.
Okay, see how this game went. I'm actually going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right. See what we got here. Why were you white? Feels very unfair. I know the name. Okay. I think AI says the wedge. Well, if you attach a d6, you make the stone stronger, which will help the top left. Yeah, I can review a 9x9. I just need the URL ID at the end of the URL because YouTube won't let you post the URLs. I didn't say it was bad. I just usually you wouldn't want to attach to that one because it would make the top left stronger. What? Yeah, I was telling me to do this one. What the fudge? What the fudge? I don't know this one. I know this one. I don't know anything about this game. Why do you guys listen to me? Okay, but what if black fixes? Ooh, that's difficult, but interesting. I don't think this is a simple double approach because of the top left, Josegi. That's the problem. You can't just settle and let black live easily. This move is wrong. Because there's no follow-up here now. Or right here, there's no good way to connect. If you play this one, I think you have to play them. I don't think there's a choice. Because this is too easy for black. That feels like a mistake. Yeah, this is a slack move. Good. Good. This is also potentially a slack move, maybe? Maybe it's fine, but it doesn't feel fine. Looks like it's fine. No, he spent the entire move right here to live. What is this gonna do? This is a wasted move. Maybe here? Joseki instead of G5 is the jump to F7. And you're setting up like the pincer. That makes sense. I could see that. I could also see this. Shouldn't white bottom left settle though? Yes, but not at this level. At this level, you're going to have to accept that this is going to be a ko. Because you can't waste an entire move to fix this at this level. Why will fall too far behind? If you could settle in Sente, by all means. But that's probably why black did this, was to get all these forcing moves later. But this does not Sentai. Yeah. Yeah, so black has a little bit of an advantage now. And so probably some of you are thinking, like, if that corner dies, isn't that really big? Yes, that is a large value move. But so is getting 2 moves in a row. So first off, you have the local threats. Yeah, you have the local threats. You have the local threats. Maybe here. Yeah, here. Oh my gosh, there's so many local threats. It's crazy. And then you can get 2 moves in a row somewhere. There's so many local threats that can't die right now. Forget getting 2 moves in a row. There's literally just not enough co-threats on the board right now to die. I wouldn't play it if you're not Dawn level. I would live in the corner until Dawn. If you're not a Dawn player, don't try to ignore that corner. The life and death is complicated. It's very easy to die. Horribly. Horribly and largely. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, but okay. What is the move? I would never have found that move, I'm sorry. This cut is really big. That's why I wanted something like here. This feels a little forced. I don't like White's position. I think that's my conclusion. I just don't like White's position. Okay, how do we start picking this? I don't know, Tanuki maybe? Squeeze? Squeeze is the answer? Yeah, but I don't know that move exists. That move would be too hard to find. I guess the answer is squeeze it. Hello, Rikiki. No. No, gotta cut. Gotta cut. This is too soft. Yeah, go is hard. Go is hard. This is too soft in my opinion. Here is threatening a nose to Tsuji, just so you know. That's what this move is doing. This is too easy. This is too soft. Oh wow, Black is just like, I'm gonna win. This move is just going for the territory and saying I have enough to win. That is a very confident move. This is a very confident move. The thing is, it's not really anywhere for White to make Black regret it. Is it? No, it's not. Not according to my weak AI. This makes more sense because we're aiming at shoulder hit here. Yeah, we're kind of aiming at the influence when we do that. This is aiming at the territory, which you usually don't do. Well, I said it's a good move, so it's of course not going to be losing points. If it was losing points, it wouldn't be a good move. I said it's a very confident move. Can't be a bad move. It's not typically the basic move, though. I think here, and you're going to aim at this section. Double honey. I think it's fine. Probably you should go a little bit further, though. I probably want to go a little bit further, but I think it's fine. You fixed the cutting point. Should be fine. Yeah, these are the bad global awareness. Yeah, you didn't notice this section right here. Think that feels important. What? This is just endgame though, yeah? This is getting really big. I told you it was getting big. Yeah, you're getting into endgame. You got into endgame very quickly. This one's just endgame, so you gotta do this. Yeah, I think the problem is you didn't realize you found a fancy move and it works, but you didn't realize all you're getting is points. There's no weak group. There is no weak group. If it's just points, it's endgame. And then black got the better endgame move. And now I think you're just going to lose. Because he should be down by like 5 or 10 maybe. 15, I'm sorry. And black has Sente in the endgame. Black has Sente and you're down by like 15. Played the Hane. He didn't play the Classy Nobi, he played the Hane. Got a 5 done. And this is not gonna work, but What else are you gonna do? I think it's game over. I don't think there's a way out of this. Maybe here. Oh, it is a ladder. It is a ladder. It is a ladder. Okay. You at least had the ladder. I would definitely take that. You don't want to lose these 2 stones so easily. GG. Rip. Yeah, this move didn't surround it enough. You gotta surround it more aggressively. Otherwise, simply play here. Yeah, after this move, it's game over. Time to resign. Time to resign. And it was 0-11. 0-11. I looked at this one, but there's a diagonal right there. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that move exists. How could I forget? How dare I forget about P16? I'm sorry. I forgot. I didn't think about using that combination. It's within the realm of possibilities in my brain, though. I just don't think I would have put 2 and 2 together. No, I don't think I did. I saw that you lost. I think here you didn't recognize the value of this section right here. And then the bottom left corner. These are the 2 mistakes. There's a third mistake. Your in-game was late. Your in-game was too late against the 5-don. I have Amaranth. There's someone else that never linked me the game, I think. Or they did and I missed it. Someone on YouTube. Yeah, that wanted a 9x9 review. You never, I never saw it. I think Amaranths might have gone to Bat Stream for their lesson. Yeah, they're in a lesson. No. I teach all the way to 30Q. What are you talking about? The weaker, the better. The weaker, the better. Is the one who had a 9x9 on YouTube still here? I think it was Aglar Muhammad. Are you still here? And I'm Rob Buss. Rob, do you have a game review?
Review started.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Hopefully lose one soon. That's fine. I do game reviews every week, so even if you don't get one today, just check out next Thursday or Friday. So you're reviewing for Black. My advice at 10Q would be to finish this Joseki. But it's not like this is bad. Tensor is great because it's an extension from your Shamari. This creates a very scary position for Black. This is too nice. Probably here. This is possible, but you need to know some stuff. Where's my videos? Can't find the one I was thinking of, but... Yeah, I can't find the one I was thinking of, but I do have
Getting
this
old
one.
fashioned and I have to update it now. It's fun to update, but it also feels like I don't know anything again. So I had a reliable fine.
Yeah, it's knowing about this move. Hey, thank you, AGA. The big thing you have to know is how to deal with this wedge, which is complicated, but if you want to do it, you can do it. But this would be easier for you. This feels slow. It's very attackable and evadable. This is pretty big. This is really big. And then here as well. Yeah, this one's a little bit slack. I would go here first because you're also building a very nice position while reducing their position, and it also fixes a lot of the invasion Aji. Hey, AGA, thank you for the Prime sub. 22 months. Invasion-wise, you could go here. You'd also go here if you studied this one. Maybe you'll know this one. It's the same shape. Crosscut, huh? Oh, you're one of the reading type players, are you? Hope you're doing your Go problems. I think you have to go here. I don't know, I would just go here. I think here you were focused on making it complicated, but if you die, it's not gonna... Actually, maybe you just sacrifice it. Yeah! Maybe here, 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 here. Is this okay? How's this one? AI, tell me what to do. Tell me why I'm bad. Oh, you do extend first? I wasn't sure. Okay. I think I'm close. I think I'm close to the right answer. Yeah, I've almost got it. It's similar to what I was doing, but just a little bit more advanced. But the idea is you sacrifice the 2 stones to squeeze the position. A more easier solution is just don't crosscut. Because if you just extend, you can just run away. And if they try to surround you, then you have a lot easier eye space. Yeah, I think the crosscut might have been a little difficult to handle. Maybe Atari as well. See you, Moth. Yeah, you can keep the opening simple or you can make it really complicated. Gotta fix your cutting points. Gotta fix your cutting points. Close. You want the far one and then jump back. Far and then pull back. Probably just 1 point jump. Because you don't want to do this move. If you have to do this move, then just jump. Because normally you want to double Hane. If you can't double Hane, then just jump. Yeah, there's a lot of cutting points here. Nobi and pray. Nobi and pray. Should be possible. Nobi. Uh-oh. Hope you don't die. All right, you didn't die. Sweet. Mission accomplished. Now you're in a great position because they wasted the Aji. Yeah, now you're in a great position. Good surround. Whoa. Hold up. Maybe just fix. Maybe just fix. If they can do this and kill you, then we can't jump. We have to fix. But I guess if you want to give up the 2 stones, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe giving up the 2 stones is correct. I think you're right. I think give up the 2 stones is correct. Connect right here. Yeah, you didn't quite read your cutting points thoroughly. They were to break in. Oh, that is painful. Oh, that is painful. Connect your cutting points. Don't be fancy. Fancy people go broke. Fancy people go broke. They spend too many moves. Just connect and it was fine. That's a good catch by White. No, you have to save them somehow. You have to do something. I don't know exactly what you should do, but you can't just die. Just dying is not a good answer. Yeah, you lost way too much right there. You can't just die. Right here and right here, you just straight up die. So if you just stop dying, you're already like 20 points better, maybe 2 stones better. Easier said than done, but try to like notice when you're going down a path that's going to lead to your death sooner, and then just don't go down that path. Even if you lose a couple points, even if you just lose a couple points, just don't go down a path where your group's going to die. I think you're short on territory, so I think you probably need this one. Yeah, I think the sacrifice here was really good. Sacrificing those was really good. Dying twice and then missing a cutting point once. This is all 3 of your mistakes. 3 mistakes. 3 mistakes. This is losing all your points. I don't think you have enough points to do this. Let's see how this goes. Okay, looks fine so far. Atari first. Make them make the empty triangle. Hey, you killed them. Sweet. Sweet. That's a giant way to start coming back. Yeah, you have like 5 Q moves, and then you have like the bottom left corner. So you just gotta only play the 5 Q moves, and you're doing great. Just get rid of the bottom left corner, and you're doing fantastic. Don't play pre-pit 1-point jumps. Nice move. 1 cutting point, 2 cutting points. The number of cutting points matters. I guess White can do this. No, you're not reading far enough. You're not reading far enough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You didn't quite read it far enough. You didn't read it far enough. It's okay. I understand. You had a good idea. It was close, but not quite far enough. Also, you gotta be very careful because there is this cow. There is the cow. No, this is a straight up not misreading. This is not a sacrifice. This is dying. This is not a sacrifice. This is dying. This is Gote. Yeah, you just lost a move right there. No, I think White played fine. I'm saying you got to be careful. What I'm saying is when you are doing stuff like this next to a dead group, you have to watch out for the potential connections. I'm not saying White should have done that. I'm saying make sure when there's a dead group next to you that you be very careful with your Tesujis. A lot of the times it's just safer to play a simple reduction because there's so much Aji in a dead group. This one's a little bit shallow reading, I think. No, wait. Am I just blind? What am I thinking? Hold on. What am I doing? What am I doing? Hold on. This is a Self-Atari, guys. It's a Self-Atari. That's a Self-Atari. That's a Self-Atari. I was wondering why you played this move. I may need to be done with reviews. Because my eyes lost track of the liberties. Wow, I cannot believe I was reading as Self-Atari. Oh man, I've been reviewing too many games. Okay, no, you're doing great. You're doing great. I still only think you've made 3 mistakes. Just 3 mistakes. I cannot believe I was reading this Self-Atari. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, man. Why didn't White play here? Well, that's Blacksmith. Wow. What could White have done? Here. Where's some Mega Dragon? I've been doing some Mega Dragon almost daily. I've been doing some Mega Dragon almost every single day. I have found the answer. I have found the not Self-Atari move. I have found the answer, and it is number 1. Oh, no. I have fixed my reading. I have fixed my reading. Oh my gosh, my eyes. I'm streaming too long. I can't believe I was reading the Subaltard. I still can't get over the fact that I was reading a Subaltard. Okay, what are we doing here? Dying, mostly? Crap, this is bigger than the corner. These two stones are bigger than the corner. That is unfortunate. Maybe it's not. 14 to 16, but that 14 was in Sente. Ah, it's hard to count. Hard to count. I want to say it's 14 points in reverse Sente. So it should be bigger than the corner. Don't push if you can't cut. Don't push if you can't cut. Low is your own liberties. Is there actually a cut there? Or did you just play a chicken move? I suspect that you played a chicken move. That looks like a chicken move. I'm not reading 100% of my Go skill today, but I think that was a chicken move. Yeah, I'll probably just connect. You don't need the eyes. Don't need the co-threats if you don't need the eyes. Yep, that's why it's right. No, yeah. I thought there was a, yeah, ignore me. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Everything was perfect about that. C17. Yeah, white could have killed you. Do you know how white could have killed you? White attacks from the second line. To be fair, it's a white mistake, though. Like, you get nothing for asking. You lose nothing by asking if he knows it. So it's fine to ask if they know it. Yeah. But technically, you kill it from the second line. If there's no escape route. If there's no escape route, you kill it from the second line. Just so you know, it should die. Yeah, perfect co-threat. Perfectly handled co. This is a wasted co-threat. Because it doesn't do anything. Okay, no, this is too early. That's Dame. That's a wasted co-threat. There's a point right here. Going on single digit Q, you can't be wasting points on the. What the fudge? White passed? We're single digit Q, guys. We're in the top 50% of Go players. We've got to look at the borders of the freaking territory. You're better than half the Go community at this level. We gotta be able to finish the borders of the territory. Yeah, I think these three mistakes. Dying twice and the cuts. Everything on the right side of the board, and even the top left co was like really well handled. So you're like 75% 5Q. The bottom left corner. Just don't do that. And hopefully you found that helpful. If you're on Samago Dragon, maybe squeeze the Sujis, I think would help. Squeeze the Sujis, connections, and then of course life and death. All right. What are these two? That's my game. Why is my game pulled up? All right, probably wrap it up with this one.
Review started.
Oh, I played you? I didn't realize. I didn't realize. Hold on, I lost the link. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. I was like, did I leave this tabbed? What the heck? Okay, I can review it. I was like, did I just have this tabbed? Why did I have one of my games tabbed? Yeah. Just so you know, I do play in Zen mode, so if you ever talk to me and I ignore you, it's because I'm in Zen mode. I play in Zen mode. I'm not ignoring you. I say have fun, and then I click the Zen button. Oh my gosh, everyone wants a review. Everyone wants a review. Let me see what level everyone is. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Beginners get priority. I'm gonna do this one, let me pick. And then I'll jump into whatever.
Review started.
Okay, are you black or white? Yeah, beginners need it more than 1Qs. Sorry. You are white. Okay. Yep. Probably just attach right here, because if you push and they push the diagonal, it cuts over on the left. So this is threatening both A and B at the same time. So maybe slide or block. Oh, that's what they did. Ouch. You have a cutting point right here and you're dying right here. So let's see how this goes. Okay. They got to it first. Yeah, there's nothing you could have done with that. So give that up sooner. If you can't save it, don't save it. Then it's a minor mistake instead of a big mistake. I want to say the big key here is recognize that you're going to die sooner, because if you had had this, there would have been no issue. There would have been no issue if you had just not added to the dead stuff. I think that's going to make the big difference here. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to save it after that. What? He played a co-threat on the dead thing. Okay. Oh my gosh! What the fuck? Hold on. He wasted the co-threat on the thing that was already dead, and then wasted an additional move on the thing that's already dead and died in the process. The co broke his brain. The co broke it in the brain. It was already dead. He just needs to not die. Oh, that's so funny. The co broke the brain. Okay. That was amusing. I'm gonna say the big key is, if you could notice that you got cut, great, but Sweet. That's a giant way to start coming back. Yeah, you have like 5 Q moves, and then you have like the bottom left corner. So you just gotta only play the 5 Q moves, and you're doing great. Yeah, just only play the 5 cubes. It's only play the 5 cubes. I want to say if you can recognize that was a cutting, that push cuts it, then you would have played a slide or played something different. But it's hard to see this one, right? This one's not easy. But the one that I think you can remember is the third line cutting point. If they push you and block and you're trapped, don't descend, instead sacrifice it. I say sacrifice. Don't add to dead stuff. That would have changed the result by quite a bit. At least in the top left. I think blocking and then maybe something like this. And then what's the score? Black plus 3.5. And Comey is 4.5. What? Should be 6.5. Odd. Should be 6.5, but whatever. I think that would have been the simplest play out. You would have lost by like 3 points, but it would have been very simple. Maybe here. Is this what you're saying? This would be, yeah, this would be a nice move. Because if they block right here, you can Atari your way in. Here or here. So they have to fix, and then you can go here. And that would change it. Yeah. Yeah. One thing, this is going to be difficult to remember, but if you ever find yourself with this sort of triangle shape, if you find yourself with this sort of awkward looking nose beak thing, this little bird beak, find yourself a little bird beak, duck beak, I don't know. The weakness of it is here and here. So it's bad shape because it doesn't make an eye. And then sometimes you'll even have cutting points. As you saw in the game, sometimes it even has cutting points. So that is what caused your issues, is playing this bird beak shape instead of playing this, which is a net. Small things like that. And unfortunately, 9x9, if you make like 2 mistakes, you lose. Yeah, I want to say that, if you can remember it, which is not a huge deal if you can't, this one is the important one. Don't add to dead stuff. I mean, toes, man. So funny. That's so funny. Funny game. Okay, so we have WKD and then Kaima. Let's go through this kind of quick. Awesome, glad you found it helpful. And play some games, then come back next week and let's see how you improved. Also, if you haven't already, watch Glossy Approach. Open corners first, open corners first, open corners first, open corners first, open corners first. Yep, Pincer.
Pixo just followed.
Thank you for the follow, Napixoe. Thanks for the follow. Pincer's like perfect here, but okay. This is also fine. What? Nope. Nope. Connect. Little minor shapes. Have I told you about shapes before? I feel like that's something I've said about your game before, is shapes. Yeah. This is how you bully this shape. This block is big because there's a cutting point. Also, sets up a pincer later. Oh yeah, you want to go here? This is fair. We're 3 key. We can go here. I like this. I like this. Yeah, a little bit better. I dislike the stretch. I think it's too nice. I think it's maybe half a point worse. Oh, I am so good at this game sometimes. Just put this sometimes in parentheses and then like, I'm amazing at this game. Apparently AI says just connect and let white crawl. Half a point. Half a point exactly. Half a point exactly. I'm surprised it's connect over this move, but wow, this is a 5. What? Oh, because it's interested in the top left. I don't know. I'm not the AI. I know this to Suji, but I didn't think about it. Let white live on the second line and then come back and attack the top. Oh, that is like playing so perfectly. This is like perfect execution of what, like, I get it and everything is perfect. That's kind of what I was aiming at. I just wasn't doing it as perfectly. I just wasn't doing it as perfectly. But that's basically exactly what you want to do. Let white crawl, pincer the top. Keep your base. By the way, not a huge deal. Shape. Push. Because this is the vital point. This is the vital point of this shape, right? So if white is white gonna let you cut? No. Then you get the shape point. And then maybe boom. You can pincer. Or I say pincer cap. I guess. It's not as active as I would like, but I would prefer something more active. Look, I want like active, man. I don't know. I want like active. I'm going to attack you. You have to come into my area. Top is big, but without R18, like white can always go R18, which is annoying. L17 is nice, but if R18 was there, L17 would be much nicer. So I like the bottom more now. This is probably fine. It's just not what I would do. This feels very soft. You have to go here. This is very soft because you give me follow-ups later. Also, here threatens the Aji in here. Yeah, so this one's way too soft. What? Whatever. Yeah, good cap, good cap, good cap. Don't fall for their little traps or whatever. Surround the group. Surround is great. Surround is great. This one has a cutting point, so I would prefer this one. It's a little bit stronger shape. What in the world? No, definitely top is bigger. No, screw it. No, finish this fight first. White is surrounded. Make white live. Don't let white Tanuki for free. White has like no territory. I would totally surround, yeah. White has no territory. Connect. White has 0 territory. Probably better, I think. That's fine. You have the corner for it, so this is a fine sacrifice. Yeah, I hate that that's not there. Oh, I wish you had that move. No. 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 You have to do something else, right? Yeah, obviously. Obviously, guys. Obviously it's here. Why did you not even see this? What kind of a player are you? Like, Q player are you? Oh, go back to DDK. Can't find this move. Pfft. Whatever. What the bullcrap is this move? Oh my goodness. I would never find that move. I would never find that move. I guess it's okay for your eye space. You're probably right. I don't want to play this move, but maybe it's necessary. No, it's got to be the slide. It's got to be the slide. It's got to be the slide. Definitely got to be the slide. Definitely got to be a slide. I hate you, AI, so much. Whatever. Let's go back to my 3Q school, whatever. 3Q's outplaying me. Don't mind. Wait. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Did you just die? Yeah, you lost 10 points. This one doesn't lose 10 points. Hello, Tom Bomb. Welcome, welcome. This one doesn't lose 10 points. It's not the AI move, but you lost 10 points. You can't lose 10 points. Yeah, if you don't see this move, then it doesn't work. Yeah, you have to have this move. This is essential. Thin line between genius and crazy, yeah. Very thin line between AI and dead. Yeah, that just can't happen. You just can't. You can't just die with your own move. You have to have a plan for it. Because at least here it's still a false eye. More Go problems. This would be connection to Suji. Sean is good. Just working every day. Kitties are good. Yeah, this is going to be connection to Suji's. Connection and then squeeze. No, you need something down here. You need to do something to this group. Oh, for the love of peace, anything to this group. What are you doing? Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to do this one. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I'm wrong. Okay, the thing is, you need to know about this Tsuji right here. And the question is, does this diagonal fix it? And I don't think it does. Yeah, anyway, there's a shape problem right there. That you just need to know about, and this diagonal didn't fix it, so it feels like you lost territory. I don't know what to do. I just want to attack the bottom. I don't know what else to do. Maybe 3-3. Might probe the 3-3. I hate that white got the bottom first. It really bugs me that white played the bottom first. Here. Gotta learn your squeezes. Gotta learn your squeezes. This is pretty close to alive. I don't know if you're going to be attacking it very much. I don't know, probe the 3-3 maybe. This is getting big now because of this center. Yeah, this is getting pretty big. This feels Gote. Is it though? It is not. I would go here. I think I would go here. I think I would go there. What? What? Hold. Hold. This is dead, right? I'm not just hallucinating. Am I hallucinating? Am I self-ataring again? Or at the very least, a co? Am I being stupid? What do you mean, Miai? I feel like you are not punishing white's Tanukis. I want to say that's the biggest problem. Is white is getting to Tanuki and not getting punished. This one's a bad exchange because it takes away your liberties. Don't take away your liberties. This is late. That's the problem with this move. Oh, I'd rather die. I'd rather die. I'd rather just sack it. I would rather die than get that group. This is unplayable. That feels unplayable. Do you just die? I think you might just straight up die. Yeah, I think you might just straight up die. Oh my gosh, that is such a big difference. No! Stay in the weak group! Stay in the weak group! Stay in the weak group! Classy approach, don't die! Classy approach, don't die! Don't die! Bud, you're dying! This is not classy approach! This is not classy approach! You're dying! Rip. Rip. Maybe rip? Ooh, nice. Less nice. Here feels important. I think you're gonna die. Oh, you're talking about the 4 stones? Yeah, I saw that too, but I think if you lose those 4 stones, the entire fight is wasted. Like, what was the point of the entire fight then? But I guess it's better than losing the game. If you're gonna die straight up, then yeah, obviously just sack the 4 stones, but I would hate it. Like I said, I think I would rather die than play out that group. Yeah, if you're gonna lose the game, then I'd say you'd have to count, right? Yeah, it says white's +9, so yeah, then sack it. Sack the tail. Sack the tail and play a good in-game. It's the only choice. But I think just you shouldn't have got this weak group in the first place. That's the thing here. Peep. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang. So close. So close. Whoa. Okay, that's Sente. That is Sente. You're in Atari. That makes sense. Ew. One, two, three, 4, 5. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. White died. No. No. Take it back. Abort. 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 Bad plan. Bad plan. Oh, dang it. I thought I found a way. I thought I found a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an approach move. I'm sorry, cat. Am I not giving you attention? Why? Do I need to give you attention? I am working. Do you mind? I am trying to work and do game reviews. I love how quiet you are when I'm petting you, but the moment I stop, you're gonna scream at me. Yeah. It's not a double co. It's not. It's not a double co for you. It's a double co for them. Come here. Get my lap. Get my lap. Get off my keyboard. I still think you have some shape issues. So I think you can still replay pro games. This, I think, is going to be not enough foresight to see the weak group. I think you're not punishing weak groups. You are not punishing Tanukis. That's one of the big things, I think. You gotta punish those Tanukis. Make them show you the eyes if they're gonna just Tanuki so easily. Yeah, that's my advice. All right, what am I looking at with this one?
Review started.
By punishing mean don't Tanuki with them. Follow up with something. Like you're attacking the group. No, not killing. Not killing. You should prov it. If they die, great. You should take their eyes, obviously. But if they die, great. But no, you're just trying to get Prophet and Sente and then go respond to their move. But they shouldn't be able to just Tanuki whenever they want and then come back to their group whenever they want. You have to make them regret life. I want to say this is bigger. Or that. That's pretty nice too. That's cool. Yeah, I would bully this stone first. Are you even here? Or Kiki? Are you still here? Okay. I was thinking that this one is good. Mm, 0.1, that's fine. So I actually was playing this game with a very specific mindset. My goal this game was to see how much I could get away with playing a territory style. Instead of what I normally do, which would be more influence heavy to invite you in. So I was trying to play a territory style this game. Yeah, normally I would be a lot bigger. But I tried to play a patient territory. Did you like my move? I was so proud of this move. I don't care if it's not good. I was like, this is such a cool looking move. I loved this move, okay? I was very happy with this move. It's so cool looking. It might not be good, but it's cool looking. That's like, you get style points for that move. It's like style points. I wasn't sure if I should go this way, like this, but I didn't like the shape here. Right? I didn't like that. I didn't like the night. But I was looking at going this way, and I wasn't sure if this would be good attacking or if this would be good, and then let you do that. Yeah, no, you're supposed to live. Absolutely. Absolutely, you should live. I am just making your life difficult. That's what I'm doing. My job is to make this stone really annoying to play on. That's all I was doing. Yeah, you were a little too comfortable in the second line. Yeah, this isn't the best move. It's not even a good move. I was just being really annoying. Yeah, I was aiming for profit. But you said you wanted life on the second line, and I just let you have it. I was completely fine with you living on the second line, so I feel like you got to do more or something. I don't know what exactly. Like, AI says connect, but that's pretty difficult. It's not an easy fight, right? If it was easy, I wouldn't have done it. I would have just went for profit. But I think you gotta do something like that. Maybe attach. Attachments are nice. But you went for the second line. I was like, okay, you can live on the second line. I don't mind. I think I made a minor mistake somewhere. Where was I? I thought I made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, apparently I should have just cut. I shouldn't have given you the opportunity to come back later. So like here, you can, if you save it for later, you might be able to live with this later. If you save the Aji. So instead of letting you have that potential Aji, I should have just taken it away. Because you shouldn't respawn locally, which you didn't. So I should have taken away your Aji in advance. Yeah, I was happy with this result. I was just trying to make you live on the second line. This is a bit of a dated move. Yeah, a more modern move would be shoulder hit and attachments. This is a very old-fashioned move. Yeah, I think maybe use a more modern move. Here would be very nice. See if I'm going to let you live in the corner, and then just come back and invade or reduce. What? Easy. 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 Yeah, I think something a little bit more aggressive. That way I don't have the flexibility to play like this crap. This is a little too easy to make a plan around, I think. So it's probably too old-fashioned. It's not modern. Yeah, I try to play very, very patient this game. This was interesting timing. I didn't know I had no idea what you were after with this move. I had no idea what you were doing. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was like an all-in plan for you. I thought you were all-in on this one. I feel like it was not an all-in situation though. Like maybe here. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't an all-in game. It's definitely, I prefer white, but it's not like black is bad. Like even AI says it's even game. What? 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 Whatever. I don't know. I think I might find this move. This is probably what I would come up with. I would try to attack something. C14 is a classic follow-up to B18. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna try to remember that. No coming in. Yeah. Wait, no coming. Oh yeah, I had no coming. Makes sense. This one was not good. I should have attacked the outside. Let me hear. Here, it is here. I hate that shape though. Because this doesn't make two eyes. This is still only one eye. So I wasted a move. This is a bad move. Very bad move. I thought you might die here. Oh, we both missed something like really stupid obvious, I think. We both missed this move, by the way. Okay, so it depends on the rule set you're playing with. Chinese rules, it shouldn't matter. Japanese rules, yes. You had planned to kill White. You were gonna kill me? Nah. Nah. Not if it's past Dame. If Dame's done, then it wouldn't matter. I was never scared for my death. I never feared for my life. Yeah. I was never afraid. I legit was reading like all of this, and I was like, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I didn't consider this move, and I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't consider that move. It's so stupid. I think I could have killed you, but I tried to play a bit more patient and tried not to rush the game because I felt like I was winning. Yep, depends on the rule set, Chinese or Japanese rules, or AGA or whatever. But I felt like I was winning, but I thought that I could have killed. This one, I feel like I should have found. I should have found this one over this one, because it's the shape move. Ah, whatever. Yeah, I was satisfied with this result, so I just felt like I had to go to the end game. At this point, I don't think there was a way to win for Black, and I tried to like make sure that you never had an opportunity to make a comeback. Like the entire rest of the game is just me playing safe. Like I'm pretty sure that's the entire rest of the game was I was just playing safe. You tried to get me here though. That was interesting. But I felt like you did not have the shape to... I was too thick for you to get me here. Did I make a mistake here? I forget. Hey, it's just me reducing this area. It's because this is an open skirt at the bottom, so even if this F3 stone dies, I don't care. I'm just making like a Mii of reducing the area. Yeah, I don't think I ever gave Black a chance. He definitely fought for it. But I tried to make all of my moves very simple. Yeah, and I was just counting liberties and everything. I kept my moves simple. I kept the go problem simple. I tried not to do anything that would cause the game to be difficult for me, because I knew I was up. So I think there was just never a chance. You tried to fight, and I just didn't fall for it. I mean, yeah, it's definitely fine to play it out. But probably at this point, I think probably can resign. It's fine to be like, I want to see if I can start a fight, because I might have fallen for it, right? I might have died. But once it's just end game, there's no chance, unless you think I'm going to self Atari at the end of the at the end. There's always the chance I would self Atari. Playing it out is perfectly fine, but in my opinion, if you're at the point where it takes a self Atari to win, I would just resign and go play another game. It's more beneficial, improvement wise, to just play another game after that. Trying to settle the board first, I think, is perfectly fine, just to make them prove to you that they know how to win. But once the end game starts, I think at that point I would just play another game. I liked this Ko. I thought this was interesting. Well, you always have to make them proof. This is the online Go server. Online-go.com. Okay, do I have a command for that? Online-go.com. And if you're new, I recommend this series. This is the Cloud Sea Bridge series. It's a series I recorded for newer players. This introduces strategy, starts on the 9x9, goes up to 13x13, and then go up to the 19x19. And I teach you in a way where you're learning shapes that will go upwards to 19x19. You're not just mastering small boards, you're actually learning tactics that'll go to 19x19. Yeah. And then if you have any questions, let me know. I do game reviews every week. So if you play some games, and come get them reviewed. Thank you for the follow.
Svarto just followed.
Yeah, I was like, I don't have a Ko threat, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. I really was like, I tried not to stress about the Ko. I was like, even if I lose a couple points, it's fine. I tried not to let that Ko stress me out. Okay, I tried to come up with something here, and I just couldn't. I was poking my little heart out, and I just could not get anything there. Yeah, I actually lost a few points here. Yeah, I lost a few points here, but I was also... Was I low on time? I forget. I might have been low on time. Yeah, I just played the rest of the game like super safe. I didn't try anything crazy. Oh yeah, I remember how this one was a goose to Suji. Yeah, you got goosed. You got the goose to Suji'd. Yeah, you fill the liberties, and then you fixed wrong. You want to fix, I think it's just take. Yeah, I want to say it's just take. Yeah, oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, whoopsie daisy. That was amusing, but not really that important as far as the game's concerned. Just the noopsie. Just the noopsie doopsie. Yeah, I don't know, like once you get behind a Dawn level, it's really hard to catch back up. So I think once I got ahead right here, I don't know if there's another opportunity that was obvious You definitely tried several places, but I think I played pretty solid. That was definitely my goal this game anyway. I don't know. I think maybe just use attachments more. Living on the second line was definitely good for me. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to play more solid style, because I've been tanuking a lot of weak groups, and it's been costing me against the other Dawn players, against like 3 Dawns and stuff. And I just cannot find a good balance, so I've been focusing a little bit more on defense. Oh yeah, this stupid freaking bullcrap. Can't believe I missed that. I'm so upset with myself for missing that. I don't know. I think this one was early. This one was probably early, but at the same time, that's a big left side. Yeah, I guess the difference is invasions. Improve your invasion. Because other than that, I think it's fine. F10 is vital. I don't know. You could do this. That'd be cute. Here. I think this one is probably the easiest. Here's interesting as well. That's like next level. I might think you're using AI if you played 3. I might think you're using AI. I might be a little suspicious. Might be a little suspicious. I thought you might have thought I was using AI in this one. This is a big flying move. Josekis are not on 9x9, but I can, but I don't know. I didn't know that you knew who I was. That's the thing. I didn't know if you knew who I was or not. I was like, they're gonna think I'm cheating. This is such a cool move. I don't know. I was just very happy with my move. I didn't care if it worked. Here's some 9x9 stuff. 9x9 opening book. Yeah, there's only the opening. There's no Joseki in 9x9. There's only Fuseki. There's only the opening. There is no quarter pattern. There's only the whole opening. No, it's Fuseki. Can't be Joseki. Joseki's corner patterns. Fuseki's opening patterns. To be fair, I honestly think we shouldn't have Joseki. We should only have Fuseki problems. Like, I understand Joseki, but like I feel like we don't think about the whole board enough. I played a lot of games. I played like 20 games a day when I was learning, when I first started. I got to like 2Q like really fast. I just played 20 games a day for like a year. Of those, I got a couple reviews. I would play some teaching games sometimes with stronger players, like SDKs and stuff. So I went from like 18Q to 2Q pretty quickly. But I also got pro lessons as well. So I was playing like 20 games a day and I had pro lessons. So I was like full of energy. I cannot play 20 games a day now. It's too exhausting. Hello, Daytime. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, thanks for the game. Yeah, it's just a cumulative of a lot of effort. Unfortunately, Daytime, I have been reviewing for 3.5 hours. Yeah, I felt so bad. I was like, I got to tune on and they went 2Q. We both just bounced. Yeah, I played a lot of games. I think having friends helped because I would go to Go Club every single week and I would try to work my way down the handicap against Go Club players. So having IRL friends helped that played Go. And then getting pro lessons obviously helped quite a bit. I went to Go Camp and Go Congress, Go tournaments, and just played 20 games a day. What level are you again? I forget which account was yours. I reviewed so many games today, I forget which one was yours. Were you like were you 7Q or something? Yeah. No, I did a ton of stuff for Go. 20 games a day. 50Q. At double digit Q, you can get to single digit Q just by playing and getting reviews. I feel like watch one Classy Approach video a day and then play 5 games a day and try to get your losses reviewed. And you'll be single digit Q within like 6 months, maybe 12 months. I don't know. Depends on efficiency. But like single digit Q should be easy if you just watch one Classy Approach video a day, play 5 games a day. Yeah, how much time a day you dedicate is important because Go is a big mirror of your effort. You will get what you put in, and Go is very greedy of your time. But yeah, I think maybe 50 games per rank. 250 games. Thank you for the follow, Big A.
The Big Al 767 just
Al.
followed.
I said AI. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, just get reviews. Maybe do Go problems when you're like on your phone every so often, like 5 minutes a day or something. Classy Approach series. It's my bread and butter of my methods. I made this for my students. It's free. It's on YouTube. It's just watch one video a day, play 5 games per video. I was never shy around Go players. So I think having the Go Club members to catch up to, I will say I really slowed down when I got to Dawn level because every time another club member got to Dawn level to match me, they would move. And so I never really had a rival a lot at Dawn because they just kept moving away. And then I started having to get like a job and everything and college jobs and just lost a lot of time. And now I'm like really old and Go is really tiring. Awesome, yeah, hopefully it helps you. Also, Sumeco Dragon. Go problems every day. Go problems every day. Just for 5 minutes a day is fine. 5 minutes ago problems. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let's see, here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's review. We can raid Kirasana. She uses Samago Dragon. So I gotta give her some support. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you guys next week sometime.